All right. Good morning, and happy Sunday. How is everyone this morning? I ran a few minutes behind because I was eating breakfast. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to eat breakfast before I started, but I was able to finish just in time, but I was a minute late. So, if you're here, let me know what you're reading and working on today. I need to do some filming so that I can do a bunch of editing later today and tomorrow. But I also want to try to get further in higher magic. I did lose the audiobook, so I have to see if I can get it back. And while I filmed my November TBR, I was supposed to have unwrapped a book because this is the book that I earned for the October reading challenge check-in. But I did not get to unwrap it. So I figured, why not unwrap it? Excuse me. Why not unwrap it on here? I did random number generator, the number. I had 45 total, and it gave me 38. What I basically did was I picked 3 numbers or randomly generated 3 numbers, and if any of them were available, then we would choose the first one that was available. So, and it just so happened that 38 was the first book that was available. So, whatever this is will be added to my November TBR. So, it won't be in the video, but it'll be listed in the description. I need to figure out a way where I can choose these so that you guys can see what number it is and then see what the book is. But so far I'm just kind of random number generator and then unwrapping it. I will have to tweak the reading challenge for the new year because I still have a lot of books that I have bought and probably shouldn't have, but we're going to tweak it, make it a little harder to do that in the new year. Because I have goals for the new year, as should everybody. All right, so let's see who is here, and then we will get started on our first sprint. Olivia is here. Hi, Alicia. Hello. What are you reading and working on? Let us know. And Nadim says, hello, everybody. Good morning. Olivia says hi to Nadim. Nadim says hi to Olivia. Olivia says, I have some planning to do. Ooh. What kind of planning? Kelly says, woot, you're here. Yay. Yes. Well, I did start like a minute or two late because I was eating breakfast. But I did eat breakfast. Kelly says, I had you muted, it seems. No worries. Olivia says hi to Kelly. Nadim says, I'm currently reading The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I've heard the name before and I've heard this, but I've never read it. Hopefully you are enjoying it. Molly says hi to Olivia, Nadim, and Kelly. And me. Hello. Kelly says, I'm at 67% of When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. I have 5 hours to complete it. I should get there. Ooh, you're so close too. Did you finish the, what was the other one you were reading? The Will of the Many? Did you finish that one? I know that was a big book. Olivia says hi to Molly. Nadim says hello to Molly. Kelly is waving to everyone, to Olivia. Kelly says, I need to read 1,000 Splendid Suns by July. How big is that one? Is that a big one? Elena is here. Good morning. Kelly says, I did finish The Will of the Many. Solid 4 stars. I'll probably purchase book 2 this week. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. I did film a bunch of stuff, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to, like, how I want to order, like, do my reading order for November, because we're already on day 9, and I know that Thanksgiving for us in the US is closing in quite rapidly. I do have most of the supplies I need except for the turkey, which my father-in-law usually gets, and then rolls, and I have to bake a pumpkin pie and buy a pecan pie. So still a few things. I try not to go to the store before Thanksgiving because I know everybody else is doing the same. So if I can get it and freeze it, or get it like right before, then I'm good. And I know that the kids are going to be out for fall break soon, so oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot. But we're trying. We're trying. Let's see, where did we leave off? You guys have made the comments jump. Here. Elena says, I'm good. I'm reading River Secret by Shannon Hale. I don't know if I've heard of that one. What genre is it? Olivia says, finalize the spreads for my 2026 reading journal so that I can start to make them, and thinking about what spreads I want on my 2026 everyday journal. I've been thinking about the same thing. Like, I have my book journal pretty much laid out. The only thing that I can't move further with is the, like, book review pages. Because I don't know how many books I'm going to read in January. So I can't make them ahead of time until I can see what or how many are read. Which, fair enough. They're not, the way that I have them set up, or will have them set up, it won't take too long to make them. So we'll see. Nadim says to Kelly, hope you will enjoy the book. Anne says, good morning. It's storming, so I didn't walk to church. Ooh, no, I would not want to walk in that either. I don't blame you. Olivia says hi to Elena. Katie is here. Hello. Welcome in. Let us know what you're reading or working on today, and we're going to get started with our first sprint very soon. Olivia says hi to Anne. Anne says hi to Olivia. Kelly says, I have an easy and delicious pecan pie recipe if you want it. I've never been good about making pecan pie. I usually just buy one from Publix, the Publix bakery, and then I make my pumpkin pie. I usually do apple as well, but nobody really eats it. They're like, just do pecan and pumpkin. And I'm the one that mostly eats the pumpkin pie. So but I will check out the recipe. Maybe I can use it and make my own pecan pie next year or later this year, because I know he's going to want one for Christmas. Send it my way. Elena says, I just got my new iPad 2 days ago, and I got the case and screen protector. Very nice. I've been thinking about getting not necessarily an iPad, but a tablet of sorts. Oh, that's the size. Very nice. Molly says, I am not getting anywhere as many arcs read as I expected, and now I have to listen Buckeye because it's my mom's book club, and she has to have large print, so she just got a copy. Oh, wow. If you hear loud amounts of noise, it's either my children or my husband, because now he's playing his video game. So I promise you, in the event that you hear gunfire, it's not real. It's all in the video game. That is my disclaimer. He might turn it down. I don't know. I have the door closed, but we'll see. I just know that he turned it back on, so I can hear them like having dialogue with the characters. Elena says, go, I will watch it on YouTube. Maybe you have to go and you'll watch it on YouTube. I don't know. Molly says, and since she takes care of my stepdad with the beginning of dementia, oh no, she doesn't get much reading done. Whatever she can't finish, I'll fill her in. Oh, there you go. Elena says, I mean, I'll watch it on YouTube. What are we watching on YouTube? Besides all the videos? Kelly says hi to Molly. I only have 2 books completed for NetGalley November so far. I have so much to read that isn't an ARC. I am in the same boat. I need to, I already put in the review for the Higher Magic because it was the audiobook format, and so I could base it off of that. But I would like to finish the book. I'm not too terribly far from finishing it, but it's just I keep having to bump up the book speed. So, and then I need to get other things done because 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. I have 10 books for November, and here it is the 9th. So hopefully I can get them done in the next 20 days, but we'll see. Throw in a holiday, so it's probably more like the next 8 days ish. I don't like it. Molly says, hi, Anne. Snow or thunderstorm? I believe she said thunder, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, no, she just said storming. Yeah, that's a good question. I know some people are supposed to be getting snow today into tomorrow, so we'll pray that it's not snow, because that can get slippery quick. Elena says hi to Livia. Anne says Nemo had a catastrophe this morning. He got a reusable bag wrapped around his neck. After chasing him, I sat down and he got himself loose. Oh no! My cats have done that too. This one in particular. It's like he tries to go into the bag, but then realizes that he went through the handle instead of just going in the bag. And then he runs around the house. And I just slowly follow him. And when he stops, then I take it off. Well, hopefully he is out and he won't mess with the plastic bag again. Molly says hi to Kitty and Elena. Publix has good quality stuffs. I love their chocolate chip cookies. Molly, that makes me feel better. Kelly, thank you. Congrats on the iPad to Elena. Anne says, Molly, heavy rain. I can't imagine my cane and umbrella manage my cane and umbrella at the same time. Oh boy. Yeah, that would not be an easy task at all. Elena says hi to Molly. I can't hear it. Can't hear what? Elena says yes. Oh, the video game. Is that what you're saying? The video game? Well, good. I'm glad that you guys can't hear it because sometimes his gaming gets very loud. He could also have it paused and be doing something else, but sometimes when he plays the video game, it gets a little too loud. Molly says, Yucko, I don't blame you for not walking anyway in that. Agreed. Yes. On your channel? Oh, videos. Well, thank you if you're watching the videos. I do have some new ones coming out, hopefully. I think one will go out later today if I can get it edited, and then the others will be scheduled for next week. Molly says, I'm a snowy area, but just barely, so at least 1 inch, but hopefully no ice. Ooh, ice is never fun either. That's one thing I don't miss about living up north is the snow. I don't miss shoveling it. I don't miss driving in it. I don't miss the ice, the black ice. I don't miss it. Yes, I would like cooler weather here in Florida, but I also know that it's not going to be much and for long. But at least I don't have to freeze. I used to like when winter came, and now, I guess now that I'm getting older, I just don't like. I don't like being cold, and I don't like being too hot. My husband says that my thermostat is broken, like, because I don't like to be too hot and too cold. So there's like a very small window of temperature that I agree with. And being 80 degrees in November is not one of them. So I just laugh at him. All right. I don't see any more comments coming in. And we are, let me, oh, I did, nope. I did not share the cat. So let's do that. We have a nice pale green color today. Olivia says, same, Alicia. Yeah, see, there's that small window of temperature where everything is perfect. Anne says, I didn't feel comfortable leaving Nemo home alone either. He must be okay because he is asleep right now. Yeah, he's already forgotten. We'll be dropping into the 30s tomorrow. Oh, no. Stay warm, Kelly. Stay warm. I need to get a sweater for the puppy if we're gonna walk. Yeah. Ooh, you could put her in a cute little sweater and dress her up for the winter. They'll probably have some cute, like Christmassy ones coming out if they don't have them out already. Get her a nice red one, or green, or plaid. That'd be so cute. All right, 45 minutes on the clock. Here's our first sprint, and I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right. How did everyone do on that first sprint? Sorry, coming back late as I was getting ready to come back and the cat meowed. The husband came in to ask about CDs or packages, something that he wasn't allowed to look at because I have started Christmas shopping, but we did order a bunch of stuff from Amazon recently, and apparently some of it just got delivered. So I'll have to go check that in the next sprint. But I did no reading that sprint. I went and got my book journal and worked on that for a little bit. And I also started typing up a few things that I want to get done before the end of the year, because I have binders that I use to organize a few things for like either personal or financial. And I need to make sure those are up to date and ready for 2026. I also got a text message from my aunt, so I was responding to her on that. And I still need to open this. We need to find out what book it is. I can tell you that it is one book. So I don't think he put two, because remember I said if he wrapped the books, then there could be one, there could be two, there could be three books in there. So whatever it is, I have to add to my November TBR. So we'll do that in a second. And then in the next sprint, I'm going to go see what the packages are. So hopefully it's not anything Christmas related. I don't think it is, but we'll see, because there was two different ones that showed up. Let me see where we left off. I know we had a couple of people come in. Our last comment was that Kelly was saying she needs to get a sweater for the puppy if they're going to do their morning walks with the very chilly weather. I think she's going to look adorable in her sweaters. Molly says Texas has such extremes with weather. I suppose it didn't used to be that way. I mean, it changes. Even in Florida, I remember when I was little and I lived over on the Air Force Base, it used to rain like clockwork every day at a certain time for a certain amount of time. And we knew that we would, once you heard like the thunder, you would go inside. It would rain for like 15, 20 minutes, and then you could go back outside. So, and now it doesn't do that. Now it's all over the place. It could be rain in the morning, it could rain in the afternoon, it could rain in the evening, and it could rain while the sun is out and there's not a cloud in the sky. So, over time, I imagine weather patterns have changed, and it also depends on if we're in El Nino season or not, and everything else. So Ren joined us. Hello everyone. We'll mostly be lurking since I got studying to do. Well, I hope that your studying goes smoothly and it's something fun. Anne says Nemo may have forgotten about the bag, but I have not. I think it terrified me as much as it did him. Yeah. I think it terrified me as much as I did. Maybe. I don't know. But it's all right. As long as he's okay, then all is well. We have a Christina that came in. Hello. And our now afternoon PSA. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, and thank you. I have to see what my sub count is. I haven't checked in a while. But hopefully it's going in the right direction. Faithful is here. Hi, Alicia, popping in to tickle the like button. Hello. Molly says hi to Ren and Christina and Faithful. Ren says, hey, Molly. Molly says, well, I'm at 17% in. It might not be as long as I thought. Remind me what you're reading again. Is it a short book? Or is it just fast paced? Nadim read 12 pages. Nice progress. And Kelly said, made it to 70% in When Women Were Dangerous and finished The Dutch House while I showered. Ooh, very nice, very productive. All right, that's all I see on the comments. Let's open this real quick. So I randomly number generated and we got number 38. So I have no idea what book it could be. I don't know what genre it is. And we got The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. Has anybody read this one? I didn't know I had this one. How long is it? 368. This looks like it will definitely be a hockey type thing. So that'll be fun. This is an interesting combination too. The only thing I'll say off of the back of it is a hockey player and a baker shoot their shot in this steamy new romance by Lana Ferguson, the USA Today best-selling author of The Nanny. Well, hopefully I don't have to read The Nanny in order to read this one because I have not read it. It's interesting that they have like a pink cover with a blue spine. Like, why didn't they just make it pink all the way around? Well, I'll be adding this to my November TBR. 368 pages. It doesn't look like it's that bad. I'm trying to see if there's like dual perspective or because so far like every chapter, the beginning of chapters I see, they put like a little cupcake. There's like a little cupcake there, but it also looks like it's sitting on a hockey puck. So maybe they just decided to put both sides on there. I don't know. Little cute little rom-com, I'm sure. So there you go. One book added to the TBR. So now I have 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. All right, so I need to get reading on my books. It kind of smells like something's burning. I'm going to have to go out and look. I don't think it is unless my husband lit a candle. But we'll see. Molly says the book is called Buckeye. It's an audiobook, apparently on some celebrity book club lists. It's over 400 pages, and I thought 15 hours for the audiobook? Oh. I haven't read it, but did see it recently, but not sure where. Oh. I have a couple of her books. I know I have The Nanny, and I think there's one. Sorry, Daphne. I don't know if you'll be able to see it behind the little plants. The little peach-colored one right there. It's called The Fake Mate. That's also by Lana Ferguson. And now I have this one. Maybe I will put an author TBR jar together for 2026. And I will just read everything by whichever author gets picked out. I started doing that at the beginning of this year. And then I just kind of went off left field. So maybe I should get back to that. Nadim says the cover of the book is so good. Of which book? This book? It is cute, isn't it? It has like the little hockey gear and she's holding a cupcake. I added this book to my TBR. I'll definitely read this book. Which book? Let me know. And Kelly says, that looks so cute. It does, doesn't it? She's even got little boots on. This little blurb right here says, I need Lana Ferguson to work faster because I want to see everything she writes. And that was written by Ruby Dixon. I guess I'm going to have to read some of her works. I think I've only ever read one, and it was cute. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look again. Now I'm going to go on like down a rabbit hole looking for things that I'm like, did I read that or not? Because now I'm looking at my shelves going, did I? You know what? I don't think I have read anything by Lana Ferguson yet. I'm thinking of Sarah Adams because I can see a couple of Sarah Adams and I see Ellie Hazelwood's. I do need to finish up some Ellie Hazelwood books. Maybe I haven't. There's Tessa Bailey. I don't know. I'm going to have to look. I have a container here on the floor, too, that has books that have been read but need to go on the shelf. Also, while I'm thinking of books and boxes and things, I am in the process of creating another $2 sale for the holidays. So be on the lookout for that because there's going to be quite a few, and I think I might be adding some books to Pango for that because I can't hold on to these books forever. So if anyone is looking for particular titles, check out the Pango. It will be in the description, the link to my Pango shop, and you guys can check it out. Otherwise, I'm going to start donating books just to not keep holding on to them. But we see what we can do, right? Christina says hi to Molly. And hi, Kelly. Nadim says, I've heard many good reviews of the book The Game Changer. Ooh, really? Now I want to read it. Like today. Oh, there's so many. Oh, okay. I started reading the synopsis. I probably need to, in this next sprint, I need to go see what the packages were. I need to figure out how I can map out my reading. I think I'm kind of in a slump, but I don't have time for a slump, so we're going to have to work through it because I have a lot of books that I want to get to and that I need to get to, and I know that I have at least 3 books sitting on my desk out in the office area, so we're gonna work our way through it. Probably what I'll do later today is tab some books and see, even if I start them and go section by section and then start like 16 different books, we're going to read some way, shape, or form because I haven't read anything in the past 2 weeks. I feel like it's been 2 weeks. It's probably only a week, but I feel like it's been 2 weeks. So we're going to figure that out. That was the cat. So let me star this one. I don't see any other comments coming in. So let me pull up the cat. That's not what I want. This one. we'll restart our little cat here, and I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right. How did everybody do on our second sprint? I went and got a few things from my desk. I should probably sit up because I've been slouching. I did grab my binder and my other binder. Been kind of giving them a preliminary look through to see what work needs to be done, and I've been noting that on my document of things that I want to get done. I added the books that are going to be added to November TBR, and that stack just keeps getting bigger. I don't think I'm going to get through all of them, but I'm going to do my best to get through a lot of them in the next sprint, because apparently I'm not going to get any reading done. This has turned into a productivity sprint, so I'm trying to get things situated. I'm probably going to go through, write down the title and their page count, and then go through and tab them later today if they're not already tabbed, because I know at least 2 are tabbed from what I can see. And then, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. I'm just going to see how much I can get done, how much I can get read. Ultimately, I would like to see how much I can get done before Thanksgiving. Then that way I don't have to worry about overloading myself that week, because I know that we have a book discussion that week, and obviously Thanksgiving is that week, and I am doing the cooking this year. Well, I've done the cooking every year, but I want to make sure that I'm not overwhelming myself and doing all of the things, even though I want to do all of the things. So I'm strategically planning all of the things, if that makes sense. I did move a few things around. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 videos set up for filming. Some of them are for the rest of November, and some of them are the beginning of December. So we're going to try to do all of that filming today or tomorrow, and edit and upload and schedule, so I don't have to worry about that either. What else did I do? I think that was it. Oh, I went and saw what the packages were. They were 2 CDs. They were not part of Christmas. So I was able to give those to my husband, because what he's doing is he's putting the CDs that we purchased into his computer. And then what we've been doing is we put the music that we want on like a little flash drive, like a legit computer flash drive. And we have auxiliary ports in our cars that we can just plug it in, and it's as if you uploaded a playlist. So I can randomize the thumb drive and it plays whatever you put on it. So that's kind of why I've been listening to the K-pop Demon Hunters in the car a lot, because my kids always want to listen to it. And I think that's about it. I'm trying to think. I did rearrange some books over there too, because I'm trying to clean up the library over there a little more so that I can move this stuff over, because later this month there's going to be a Christmas tree sitting right here. So I need to shove everything that way. No, just kidding, but I do need to clean it up. All right, so let's see what you guys got up to before we get into our last sprint. This was our last comment from last time, and Deem said he had heard many good reviews on the book The Game Changer. So I believe he was saying he was going to add that to his list. If you read it before me, let me know how you like it. I'm going to do my best. Like, after I tab everything, I will try to get through them. Some of them look like they're going to be easy peasy. Others, not so much. I think there's only 1, 2, 3 books that are quite chunky. So, but I also have to prioritize some of them because I do need to read the 4th Kevin Petway book for the Shore Leaf Book Club. And so that's priority. And also Ruthless Vows is priority. Oh, and I forgot a book that I need to add to that because Tuesday, the second book in The Courting of Bristol Keats comes out, and I want to read that. That might get pushed back to December. Okay, moving on. This is the way my mind works. There's like a bazillion tabs open. Kelly is waving to Christina and says to Molly, I loved Buckeye. Molly says, it is not my kind of book typically. Like historical fiction is fine, but not my first grab, but I am enjoying it. I will not read it. You said historical fiction, that's enough for me. Historical fiction and I do not get along. I have tried many times. I just can't do it. Molly says to Kelly, have you started Never Whistle yet? What is that? Kelly says, only got to 75% because I accidentally fell asleep at my desk. Oh, man. Did you get enough sleep? The universe is saying you were tired. You might have to take a nap today. Molly says, I am 24% in. I guess that first section was so high because of the title pages, etc. Kelly says, I finished Never Whistle at night. It was quite disturbing, so it did its job. Oh. That sounds like a well then. I will probably not read that one. You said it was disturbing. Disturbing as in like creepy, or disturbing as in scary, or just disturbing? I have to know, but I don't want to read it. Olivia says, I think I have all my spreads planned. Now I want to search for materials that I want to use. I'm pretty sure that was just thunder. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm pretty sure that was thunder. I don't think we're supposed to be getting rain today. But that was clearly thunder. Unless something happened on the interstate and it blew up. Knock on wood, it didn't. Let's see what the temperature says. The weather. Oh, well then. We're currently at 84, a high of 86, and it is supposed to rain starting at 3. A 50% chance. Well then. I guess we are getting rain. Moving on. Yes, I have my materials that I think I'm going to use. I just need to finish planning out what spreads I'm going to do. I think I have the book journal one, the 8x8. I think I have that one pretty much planned. It's just a matter of doing the spreads as I go. And then I still haven't decided if I'm going to do the A5. I don't know. I'm trying to plan the pages, and I feel like some of the pages are too small for what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm also trying not to like combine. Like if I'm going to do it as a personal one, then I need to think of personal things, not bookish or finance things. And my problem is that I want to combine everything, and I don't want to do that because I want to keep it separate. But I also have my everyday planner, and I have a budget planner. So technically I don't need to add any of that stuff in. So then it's like, well, do I just wait until I use that for something? Or do I find a different size? I haven't decided yet. Or I just may not do it at all this year. Because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Anne says, now it's thundering. Yes, we just had thunder here. Olivia says, hi, Ren. Hi, Christina. And hi, Molly. Kelly says, no time for a nap. Maybe tomorrow. Christina says, trying to get things done, but the defective rain is disturbing me so much I am having a hard time focusing. Defective rain? What does that mean? Is it not supposed to be raining? Or is it supposed to be what? Why is it defective rain? Kelly says it's a dark fiction anthology by Indigenous authors. Oh, I remember you saying something about that one. Christina says, hi, Olivia. Kelly says, so disturbing in many different dimensions. Oh, I will not read that one. Christina says, we have about 3 inches so far, and it is still coming down. Like rain or snow? Are we talking snow? Is that why it's defective rain? You have snow? I want to see. Are you trying not to say the S word? Oops. Molly says, some of the stories were very disturbing. I agree, like most of them. For me, it was disturbing psychologically, and there are some graphic violence scenes. Nope, thank you, said enough. That is definitely not an Alicia book. That would, yep, nope. Molly says, Christina, pigs? Kelly says, oh my, Christina, that does not sound fun. Christina says, maybe, Molly. I will have to get one of the guys to do it, though, because my phone does not like taking pictures, and Charles is off at the mines. I will try, though. Ooh. I tried to show Coda this morning on a video chat, but my camera stopped working before he saw it. Oh, no. Molly says, no problem if you can't. I'll be seeing snow soon enough, I think, before the end of the month. They are saying so far. Oof. Annette is here. Hello, Alicia and everyone. Hello, Annette. How are you? Let us know what you're reading or working on. Molly says, well, stinko. Christina says, napping during Time Pirates? I mean, if I wasn't already awake and doing things, I'd probably nap. Molly says, hi, Annette. Stinko was to Christina's comment, not the fact that you are here. Yes, we like to have everyone here. Kelly says, that's what we call the S word, defective rain. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. My apologies. Don't hate me. Livia says, I got a square 1 for my reading journal and a B5 for my media journal, movie/TV shows and games. A B5. Is that bigger than an A5 or smaller? I do like the square ones. Now that I have like the 8x8 square one and I'm setting it up for my reading journal, I do like the size. I mean, you see this was my reading journal for this year. It's quite, this was just one of those Moleskine ones, but I had to put strapping tape on it because the spine started to fall apart. So it just adds to the character. And I've had to glue in the bookmark, the ribbon bookmark. I've had to fix it a couple of times. I think I finally got it to stay in. But I don't know that I would do a Moleskine again. There was another notebook brand that I was using, but they didn't have them anymore, and so that's why I used this one. But that one falls apart too much. Maybe if I got like a hard-covered version, it would work better. But let me know, is a B5 bigger or smaller than an A5? Because the A5, I know is what a lot of people use, but I can't quite grasp the size, like trying to design the pages. I keep thinking I need to go bigger. Molly says, oh, LOL, defective rain. Annette says, haha, Molly, I won't take it personally. Yay. Christina is laughing. Christina says hi to Annette. Livia says hi, Annette. Molly says, future heritage months, I'm going to vet my books better. What does that mean? Vet your books better? Explain. Lucy, you have explaining to do. I used to love that show. Annette says, hey, Christina, at Molly, see, that is how you greet someone. Oh, goodness. No, just kidding. Annette says, hello, Livia. Molly says, I'm drinking, Christina. Drinking what? What are you drinking? Hopefully orange juice. Well, I don't know. It depends on where you're at during the day. If you're in the later hours, you could be drinking the good stuff. Christina says, LOL, Annette. Anne says, our dinner certainly smells delicious. It's just taking the potatoes so long to cook. Ooh, what you having? Christina says, what you drinking, Molly? Molly says, Wawa? I mean, it's a good... Oh, Wawa as in like water. I was like, Wawa? I immediately thought of like the gas station / convenience / best hoagies in the area. Wawa. I'm going to go there for lunch next week. I have points racked up and I need to use them. Plus, I get free lunch if I use them. Christina says, yay for hydration. Molly is smiling. Livia says, it's bigger. Ooh. Perhaps I will Amazon this and see. She said, I think. All right. You know what? We're going to Google this. How big is an A5 compared to a, what did you say, B5? A B5 is bigger. So let's see. A B5 is 6.9 by 9.8 inches, or 176 by 250 millimeters, while an A5 is 148 by 212 millimeters, or 5.8 and 8.3 inches. It's slightly wider and taller than the A5. Oh, interesting. I have to see if I can find one. Maybe that will help me figure it out. I have this really pretty one. I'll find it and pull it out, and I'll show you guys after the sprint. But and I really want to use it, but I want to be very careful about what I use it for, because it's so pretty. I think Molly says, Livia, tell me about separating them. I'm going to try to use a physical reading journal next year, but I was going to make it my everything journal. What's the advantage? So I don't know how Livia does hers, but mine, so like I created a reading journal. It's literally everything reading and nothing else. Because I'm going to be focusing on just each month, I'll have the TBR, I'll have book review pages. There are a couple of different challenges, like reading challenges. So I have pages for those. But, and then if Livia is kind of doing what I think she's doing, she pretty much has like a reading journal, which is everything reading related. And then the other one, she said it was for like media. She's probably using that as to like track just all the things that she's watching on TV, journaling about the TV shows, which I've seen people do. They'll watch a season and say this is how they or what their thoughts are on the season. Or if they finish a series as a whole, then they will write a review on how or their thoughts on the show itself. I don't know if that's exactly what Olivia's doing, but in my head, that's what I have visioned. Whereas there are some people that will just they'll do the reading journal and like TV shows and movies and things like that together. My reading journal will probably include movies and TV shows. I haven't decided yet, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe if I did the personal journal, then I could do that, like put all my personal stuff, like goals and things like that, and then do TV shows. Ooh, food for thought. Molly says, I got gifted some money yesterday, but I put it towards the next World of Warcraft. Is that right? Expansion instead of a peanut butter taco. Fair enough. I have mine and I'm going to try to start and set it up. And I'm excited. It's starting to get dark outside. I heard another piece of thunder. And I scared a lizard in the process. Molly said, read Never Whistle for Hirkid for Indigenous Heritage Month. Ooh, there you go. Olivia says a B5 is a 10 by 7. Whereas I think it said an A5 is basically a 5.5 by 8, 6 by 8, roughly. Molly says, just went by what people were saying. Anne says, I will have to remember defective rain. Molly says to Annette, yes, ma'am. Molly says, Indiana what? OJ? Is not good like Florida OJ? We're from concentrate in these parts, sad face. Oh, you get like the little frozen cans and then you have to add water to it. I remember I have to do that when I was growing up. We would get like the frozen cans of juice concentrate, and then we would have to add so many parts of water, and then it would taste like orange juice. No, we don't do that anymore. I think I do the what's it called? It's not Tropicana. Simply. I think I get this Simply orange juice now, which I need to go buy more of because we're almost out. Molly, we just got Wawa gas stations here a month ago. Ooh, really? I remember They used to be all over the place when I lived in Maryland. And then when I moved to Florida, I was sad because we couldn't, like, we didn't have them down here. And so anytime I went up to visit family in Maryland, I would stock up on all of the snacks that I couldn't get down here. I would make sure that on our trip back, because we usually drove, that we'd go and buy the hoagies, and then that would be our lunch for the trip back. And then, so we always had a cooler with ice and the hoagies and drinks. And I would always get like the Wawa iced teas because I would have lemon, I'd have peach, I'd have raspberry, and then sometimes I would even get the green tea one. So I'd have all those to bring back, and then I would have all that stuff when I came back home. And then probably about 5 or 6 years after I moved to Florida, then they started putting Wawas down here. And now there's so many of them, and I think they're about to open another one, like a bigger one, not too far from me. And I'm like, yes, please. Now I have all of the Wawas. And now I hear that Buc-ee's is expanding, and we're going to be getting one closer to us, because right now the closest one to us is like Jacksonville, and I'm in Tampa. So, but I think we're supposed to be getting one. I think my husband said Ocala, which is not too far. It's about an hour or two from us. So we'll see. Although that's probably a bad thing, because I would go there for the scones. Their scones and their pulled pork sandwiches are really good. Elena says, just came back home from Starbucks, got a gingerbread latte, and I got myself a free holiday cup, but it's plastic and it is $16.95, and I used my reward for like 400 stars to get a free cup today. Nice. I saw the bear ones that Starbucks had, and I was like, that's cute, but it's not like that cute. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to have it cute. That, and I've already seen them on eBay for way more than what it's worth. So I'm a little annoyed that people do that. They line up, they go and they buy it, and then they put it on eBay for 5 times the amount of which you paid for it. Like, that's probably a $20 cup all day long just because it's in shape of a bear. And then they go and they put it on eBay for more than $100. But there's going to be somebody out there that, quote unquote, wants that bear bad enough that they're going to go and pay that amount. And that continues the behavior of these people that go and buy things up and put them on eBay. I refuse. I'm not going to spend more than what it's worth. If they sell it for $20, that's fine. If they're selling it for hundreds, that's no bueno. As a matter of fact, I'll even take a look because I want to see how ridiculous it has gotten. The Barista Bears is what they're calling it. Yeah, new limited edition Barista Bear. It's a glass jar, cold cup tumbler for $80. Here's one for $120. There's another one for $250 or best offer. $300. There's another one for $80 plus $12 shipping. Like, how much was this bear to begin with? I want to know how much the bear was to begin with. $30. It's $29.95. $30. It's a 20-ounce glass cup as part of their holiday collection. and people are selling it for $80. I hate people. I don't hate you people. I hate those people. That's ridiculous. This is why we can't have nice things. Moving on. I hope you enjoy your free cup. I hope it is better than the bear cup. I'm going to go off on a tangent if I keep reading about that bear. Olivia says to Molly, it depends on how you want to use them. I use an everyday journal for appointments, to-do lists, goals, work. Yep. That's kind of how I do it. That's why I have so many planners. Molly says, good point. Elena says, and you're going to be surfing with your brother. Going there next summer in 2026 before my birthday. Be 35 in July. And that's when I have work. Nice. Well, hopefully you enjoy that trip. Olivia says, my reading journal is for planning my monthly TBRs and readathons. I don't do spreads for the books that I read in it. There. Molly says, oh, nice use of rewards, right? Olivia says, my media journal is more for memory keeping, so other than tracking what I watch, I'm going to do spreads dedicated to this series that I love, etc. Very nice. Elena says, I work Monday and Thursday at the animal sanctuary with my group, and it's going to be an awesome day. And then after that, we will have lunch at Jack in the Box in Porter Ranch, and then after that, we'll head to the mall. Ooh, sounds like a fun day. Molly says I'm going to do a bullet journal style, but I know I won't do it all year if I have to draw the spreads each month. So I'm going to create some docs to print, cut, and stick in the journal. That's kind of what I've been doing. I'm not going to lie. I've been watching, what's her channel? There's one called Erin Smith, which I will find and link in the chat when we go into the sprint. And then Jesse Corin, I think, is the other one I've been watching. And there might be one or two more, but I will put the links in the chat when we go to sprint. But they do some fantastic looking journals, whether it be a reading journal or a personal journal, or one of them even does like mystery journals. And what I mean by that is, like, she sets it up and she does the videos and shows you how she sets them up, but then she gives it away. So she says it's a mystery journal because she doesn't know who it's going to. And so what she does is she sets it up for like a 6-month period, and she'll set up the pages, and then whoever signs up to possibly win the journal, then she picks one, and then off it goes. And so she does a lot of different spreads and different things. So, and from what I understand, I think she does like more than one. So I'm just like, wow. But I've seen some of the washi tape that they use and the PET tapes. And I'm just like, yes, please. That looks fun. So that's what I'm trying in the new year. Because I know I can't do bullet journals either. I can't draw to save my life with a straight line. So we are going to use rulers. And even then, that's kind of iffy. I found a little circle piece that the inner part moves so I can draw circles pretty straight. And then I found a whole bunch of like washi tape and PE tapes. I'll have a video on it. Elena says, my New Year's resolution is to ignore Tamar and watching YouTube on my iPad and making sure that I don't share my hotspot with Tamara because Tamara does not pay my bill. The only person who pays my bill. Okay. Well, that is a good goal. Apparently, Tamara is someone who is being problematic. Hopefully, your goal works out for you. Molly says, I don't drink orange juice except in Florida, fresh squeezed. Ooh. See, I don't like a lot of the pulp, so I usually get like pulp free. We also have versions are like pulp free, but they have added calcium. I only do that occasionally, but I mostly get the pulp free one. I do not like the stringy bits. Molly says, yeah, I haven't been to Wawa yet. Oh, it's so fun. Depending on how big the one is going to be near you, there'll definitely be like gas pumps out front, but when you go inside, they'll have drink coolers that you can pull drinks out of. They have all the snacks, chips. They have fountain drinks, probably like a Coca-Cola freestyle machine where you can pick different drinks. They'll also have possibly a sandwich making area or a coffee area. The sandwich making area, there'll be a computer screen where you can go up and you can touch how you want them to make your sandwich and they will make it for you. If you sign up for the Wawa Rewards, then you can earn points to get free food. And free drinks. You earn like a certain amount of points. I know like a shorty hoagie, which is like a 6-inch sandwich, is like 1,000 points. But so worth it. Especially when like between me and my husband, we use the point, we rack up the points, and then one day next week, like I said, I'll go and I'll get a free sandwich. And then all I have to do is either pick up the sandwich and go, or I pick up a sandwich and a snack, and I only pay for the snack. Olivia says, Alex recommended me a piece of equipment for filming over the desk, and now I can film like that more easily, so I'll film my journals and how to use them. Tell me how you guys are doing that, because I've been looking for something to do the same thing, because right now I set up my tripod so that 2 pieces of the tripod are on the table and then the third one is on the floor, and then I angle it down. But if there's an easier way and I can move around it without it being in my way, that would be amazing. Anne says, Alicia, do you have Royal Farms? They have the best fried chicken. We did when I lived in Maryland. I lived right down the street from one. And yes, their chicken was very good. But no, as far as I know, we don't have one here in Florida. We have Wawa. We have Racetrack. Racetrack is decent food. Wawa is better. We do have Buc-ee's, but not close by. And I'm trying to think of what else. There's another one that I can't think of. I mean, there's 7-Eleven, but there's one more, and I can't remember the name of it. But it's not Royal Farms. It's something else. If I remember it, I'll let you know. Molly says, I constantly crave DoorDashed food, but can't. And my neighbors DoorDash multiple times a day. Oh, like no one can bundle an order, I guess. Oh, wow. That's great. I have never DoorDashed anything. I don't like the idea of ordering food and it being delivered with the potential of someone either opening the bag and going through it, or like touching my food, or possibly like messing with it in some way. I couldn't do it. I would rather just either order it online and do like a curbside pickup at the restaurant, or call my husband and say, can you get this on your way home? And I'll tell you what it is, like the order. Molly says, each time I'm like, no, Molly, you cannot. I mean, look at it this way. You are saving money. You don't have to pay all of the like delivery fees and the convenience fees and stuff like that. But we also don't eat a lot of fast food. Like, we have pizza on Fridays, but my father-in-law orders that. And then other than that, fast food like Culver's or Burger King, McDonald's, or anything like that, we only do like once, maybe twice, depending on if it calls for it, like if we have an after school function or something. Kim is here. Hi, Alicia. Hi, everyone. A little late to the party today, but glad I could catch at least one sprint. Yes, we're almost through the comments, so we're about to go into our last sprint. But so glad that you could make it. How are you? What are you doing? What you reading or working on? Let us know. Molly says, cool. Livia says, I love Jessie Corwin. Yes. I want to try her method of print titles. Oh, yes. I've done those. You'll see it in my in the book journal. What I've done is kind of the similar of what she's done. I went through and got like a full sheet mailing label, and then I just type up whatever I need within the margins, and then I print it out and then cut them out, and it looks awesome. The other way I've done page labels too is just a label maker, because my handwriting is messy and I can't do the calligraphy stuff. Olivia says she has also many printables to help you. Yes, I just subscribed to her stuff, so I want to go look at her resource library and see if I can use anything, because I think she said she had like the calendars, and I think the calendars would be helpful. Is it sheets? No, I don't think so. Let me see if I can Google it. Flying J. That's the one I was thinking of. But apparently there's also something called a ARCO, A-R-C-O. Raceway is another one. We do have Shell stations. Circle K was the other one. But some of them are turning into racetracks. So you might have like a Circle K, like gas, but then the store is racetrack. Thornton's is the other one. So we have several different versions, but not as sheets. Livia says, Alicia, I think I follow you on Instagram. I'll send you the Amazon link. Ooh, thank you. I will check that out. And Livia says, hi, Kim. All right, that is our last comment that I can see. I'm going to go ahead and put on our final sprint banner and get us going with the final sprint. 45 minutes on the clock, and I will see everyone back here then. All right, how did everyone do that final sprint? Hopefully we made it count. I cleaned up some of my mess, made a bigger mess, and cleaned that up too. I wrote down my November TBR and tried to write down all the page numbers and then try to see how I could break it down into daily reading. So for the most part, it looks like all of the books, if it's 350 pages or more, I would be reading close to 100 pages a day, which is doable. Do I want to read that many? I don't think so. But and then I lost my pen, so I had to get a different pen. But this is the notebook I was talking about before we went on that last sprint. This is, I believe Paula has this one as well. But I have two different versions of this one. I have this one, which is the dot grid version. And then I have a lined version of this one. But if I can use this one to make it into a like personal journal of sorts or goals or I don't know, something. If I can use it for 2026, I would like to. I just don't want to start it and then not finish it because I am famous for that. I am famous for not finishing notebooks, and this one is too pretty to not finish. And I've been keeping it in its box that it came in until I figure out what to do with it. But so it's back in its box. It will stay nice and pretty. Just like even though I'm starting to set it up, I do have my book journal one. I keep it in its box until the new year, but I'm slowly starting to set it up. I've already started that. But I can show you I had some washi tapes come in. So I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate those. These are mostly holiday ones. So like you'll see this one has pumpkins and cats. This one is more of like a fall Thanksgiving festive one. This one has like coffee and coffee shops on it. But I will show more of these in the video. This one is more music related. And these, all four of these are from the washi tape store. I wanted to try them out. Some of these you can actually order on Amazon. Some of them you can order through their website. This came as a set, but it's like different lights that are dangling. And I also got some from, there's a website that Jesse Corwin talks about, Journal Say. And so they are very cheaply priced, which I was shocked about. But they are also coming from a different country, which I tested it out and I got everything that I ordered. So, and I have this container here with some of my supplies. I started using this, believe it or not, to try to keep like my snacks organized. It didn't work out. So I cleaned it up really well and I started putting in like different stickers. So I have like my glue tapes, and then like these stickers are more like mason jar potion bottle type. Let me see if I can show you. So if I wanted to do like a dark theme, we have those. We have more like lantern style dark ones. These are all, a lot of them I found either on Journal Say or Amazon. I'm trying to get to some of the other ones that are not so dark, because there's quite a few. Like, here's one that kind of has like some inky purple water. Here's some, like a fall type vibe. This one actually has a scene in it. It has like a house with butterflies. So I figured these could be nice touches for like fall. I also have some that look like mason jars, but they have candles in them. Excuse me. There's also, this is like a fall type scene. Just little things that I found I thought I could use. There's more in here. Some of them have butterflies, some of them have fairies, some of them. Here's some traveling ones that I found. They have like little camper vans and suitcases. So if you wanted to do like a traveling bucket list page, or this one has a suitcase and a shoe. This one has like a Volkswagen bus type thing going on. A camera. So just little, I guess, what is it called? Like ephemera pieces, so that I could use them to do the pages. We have other ones with like scrolls and inkwells, and we have flowers in envelopes. There's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. I was trying to show you that one. Books with tea and flowers, and so. But I was telling you guys earlier about how we have I bought that mailing, why can't I think of the word? Mailing label, but it's like a full sheet. And what I've done is, because I did create a page for the Mortal Instruments series in my book journal already, but this is some of the like runes that I have printed out on that paper, and then you could just peel it and stick it. So we did that. And of course, some of the stickers that I have from Peanut Butter Taco that I've ordered in the past, I still have some of those, so I'll figure out how to tie them in. But I just wanted to organize everything, and I have so many stickers and things that we're going to try our best to figure out how we can get them used in. So let's see where we're at in the comments, and then we'll go from there. I forgot I posted links, so we're like way back here. Our last comment was Olivia saying hi to Kim. Kim is saying hi to Olivia. Anna popped in. Oh, hi. I've been lurking. Just wanted to say hi before my sprints. Welcome, welcome. Here is the Erin Smith channel. This is her most recent video. But she does the mystery journals, like she sets them up and then sends them to somebody. You can enter to win one, and if you're chosen, then she sends it to you. Excuse me. And I also did mention Jessie Colwyn. So this is one of her recent videos, but you can find the channel through that. I really like hers because she not only does like monthly setup videos for the dot grid stuff, but she also has videos for like, here's a video on 50 different layout ideas. Here's a video for like over 100 different layouts. It depends on what kind of journal you want to do. She does kind of more of like a personal one. She does reading journals and that kind of stuff. She does have a membership, so there are some videos where if you're a member, you get to see them first before everybody else. I may join that. I haven't decided yet. I have to look and see if it's like expensive or not. And then those were the ones that wanted journaling and ideas. And then for your sprinting, after we're done, I put in Anna's NetGalley November, the Curious Owl, who is currently sprinting, and also Katie. However, I don't know how long Katie is going for because she usually ends before or right after me. Anne says, I got the garbage out, not making much progress in my book because I keep losing my place and end up rereading 5 or 6 pages. Put it down, do something else, and then come back to it because you're distracted, and so therefore you can't really focus on it. I've had to do that numerous times, and it usually helps. So kind of like put it down and go work on something else or tidy up something if you can, and then kind of clear that mind and then come back to it. See if that helps. Thanks for the links, Alicia, and hugs to Anne. It's so small, the little thing. I couldn't see it. Thanks for sprints too, Alicia. You're so welcome. 33% in and gave the kitties some lovin'. Nice, nice. Christina chatted. Olivia had dinner and sprint hopped. Ooh, what was for dinner? Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Alicia. Have a beautiful day. You as well. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, and thank you. Helps the channel grow. Kim said, just relaxed with some coffee. I have mine, but I think I need to switch because now it's not warm, and I don't want to microwave it. So I'll probably switch to my cherry Coke and have some pizza if we have any left. Thanks for hosting. You're so welcome. I got that journal in blue and B5. Ooh, there's a B5 version of that. Excuse me. I'm going to go look. I'm going to look. I might get one. Kelly says, I'm at 94%. Hopefully I can finish the last bit on the way to book club. My husband is driving. Ooh, you got this. I hope book club goes well. Thank you for sprints. You're so welcome. Christina, so close, Kelly. Have fun. I got my always fully booked planner in the mail last week. Need to do an unboxing and then get started on setup. I need to do the same. I won't do the unboxing part for mine, but I did do, I got the Peanut Butter Tacos Bookworm Life Planner. So I started showing a little bit of that during the morning writing sprints, the Morning Time Pirates sprints. So now I'm going to go ahead and see how I want to do the numbers, like the date numbers for the calendars, and then order those if I need to, and then get started on setting it up. Because we know that everything has to be set up before the end of the year, so we can start fresh. Christina says hi to Kim. Kim says hi, Christina. Did I say Kim? Wait, hold on. Christina says hi to Kim. I think I said that backwards. I don't know what I said, but it didn't sound right. Kim says hi to Christina. Olivia says, so pretty. Thank you. Could you type the name of the cheaper journal supply store? I am mishearing you, I think. Sure. It is Journal Say. All one word. Let me see if I can pull up a link to the website real quick. And they are having a sale right now. They have 2 days left, and it's up to 72% off. Let me see if it'll post. It might be too long. I think it posted. So, Anne says, thank you. Olivia says, thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. Anne says, I don't know why, but I am starting to lose my voice. No sore throat. Be careful, because that's usually what happens to me. Also, if you've been doing a lot of talking, or if you feel like you have mucus in your throat, that will do it. There's definitely something going around, because I know my kids had it last week. I still have my lingering cough, although it's not as bad as it was. This was the name of the website that Molly was talking about, Journals Say. That's where I've gotten some of my little stickers, the ephemera stickers, and the washi tapes. I sure was mishearing. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. This is the link if you guys want to check that out. Has stationery, washi tape, the PET tapes, and all kinds of other resource for journaling. But that is all I have. I don't see any other comments coming in. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you guys were able to get some reading done or productivity. I know I was more productive than anything else. So now I'm going to try to finish up what I started. And I know I have some laundry to fold. And I need to work on the library. Hopefully I can get some filming and editing done, and then reading. I need to do that one way or the other. Because I need to get rolling with the reading. But again, thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. There's links above in the chat. Go check them out if you still need sprinting. I'll probably go to Anna's and hang out in the chat. So I will see you guys there. And I will see you guys next time. And check out new videos coming soon.